Yesterday, on 9th of December 2025, Ule published an article, and this time, this article is about a sexual assault that has been committed by a foreigner who happens to be an exchange student here in Finland. And so, before I give you my personal opinion, I would rather first take you on the article, and I'm going to read it as it has been written so that you can understand, what has been reported. After that, maybe I can share one or two insights, which I believe you, as a foreigner, especially if you're a newcomer, must understand when you come to Finland, and not just Finland. I would say the whole European region. So let me take you to an article, and beware. I'm not really sure how long this video may last on TikTok because some of the words that has been written on the article, they may go against the TikTok policies. So I don't know how long this video is gonna last. If they let it roll, man, that's gonna be cool. Yeah, so the title reads, Exchange Student Raped 14-year-old during hockey game and has received 9 years in prison for crimes in Kuopio and Jyväskylä. The title reads as follows. The North Savo District Court has sentenced a 23-year-old man to 9 years in prison for aggravated child rape and 3 counts of rape. According to the verdict, Abdul Aziz, who has been born in 2002, raped 4 victims, the youngest of whom was 14 years old. Bro, that's something else. Another of the victims was also a minor. The crimes took place between September 2024 and April 2025. Aziz raped 1 of the victims in Jyväskylä and 3 of his other victims in Kuopio. The convicted person had committed the first rape quite soon after he had come to Finland as an exchange student. Bro, this bro just landed within a month. He's already into some action. 3 of the crimes took place in Kuopio. Aziz raped his 14-year-old victim in men's bathroom during a hockey game. The court weighed whether the sex was consensual and whether the defendant knew that one of the victims was a child. Aziz denied the acts and said that the sex was consensual. He also said that the 14-year-old had claimed to be 16-year-old. Bro, 16-year-old and you still go for that, bro? Man, this is something else. All the victims told the court that they had refused sex. The sexual intercourse was unprotected. Aziz had also used violence when he raped his victims. The victims had suffered from serious psychological symptoms. One of the women had attempted suicide and was diagnosed with a post-traumatic stress disorder. The district court ordered Aziz to pay his victims a total of 38,500 euros. 38,500 euros in compensation for the pain, suffering, and anguish. The compensation amounts ranges between 4,500 euros and 17,500 euros. According to the court, the crimes are of the same type in terms of their manner and of commission and occurred within a short period of time. Therefore, the procedure demonstrates planning and a particular disregard for the victim's right to sexual self-determination. Aziz has been in pre-trial detention since April. The North Savo District Court ordered that the convicted person be kept in custody. The district court's judgment is not final but can be appealed to the Court of Appeal. Now, this is what I'm going to tell you based on what we have learned from the article. Number 1, if you have come from outside of the European region into any of the European countries, say Finland, number 1 thing you want to be very careful about is beware of the type and the means or the way you enter into any relationship with any of the locals. Always beware. And I've said this in one of the videos which I've released, I think about maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago. I said that if you can, first of all, be sure, actually not if you can, always make sure you are aware of the age of the other person you want to engage yourself, with her in a relationship. And I'm speaking specifically to men. Always make sure you are aware of age so that you run away from any person who is under age, speaking about 18 years going downwards. Stay away from these people. But number two, even if they are already of age, that means from 19 onwards, always make sure that you have some sort of an evidence, that you are really engaging in a consensual relationship. And even more, before you engage in a sexual intercourse, make sure you have some sort of an evidence that you never forced anybody, because things always take the bad turn because of many factors. So always be sure of those things. And apart from that, also be careful not to engage with anybody you have met in a bar or in a club, somebody who is likely to have taken any alcohol or anything which can influence their thinking. Beware, because you engage in any activity with such person who is drunk, you can easily end up in a rape case, just like Abdul Aziz. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, though we know sometimes getting somebody drunk might be as like an advantage of lowering that resistance, but that, if caught, can bring you serious trouble. Yeah. But anyway, let me not take too much time to discuss this. Maybe all I can tell you, today is 10th of December, and now it's about 1 o'clock. At 2 o'clock, we will be meeting on TikTok live to discuss more about this subject. Yeah, we will dive deep. I can't discuss everything now because that will take a lot of time. Yeah, but we will be meeting in 1 hour to discuss more about these things, because not all of these cases are out of like serious rape case, but sometimes it's just small mistakes lead up to some rape cases. Like you just met somebody in a club, in a bar, and she says yes to everything, and you happen to maybe go into her room, or you bring her into your house and you do the things you want to do, and at the end of the day, this lady, she comes back to her mind, she regrets, she tells people she never really wanted it. Bro, that's a rape case. Yeah, so you really need to start to be aware of these things in order to make sure that you stay safe in Finland, you stay safe in Europe. Yeah, so let's meet in 1 hour. If you see this video after we have done this live talk, please make sure you follow this account so that you'll be alerted when I do other live talks in the future. Yeah, so that's it. All I can say is be safe out there. See you soon.